Bismack, you talked about coming here and wanting to win a championship, and now that's about that process of really about to start getting into the postseason. But what do you have to say about this regular season and how you guys have done and getting to this point and knowing what's ahead?
One, I think the coach have done a tremendous job. Coach and staff have done a tremendous job into keeping guys ready, having everybody ready for each and every night. And everybody understand their job and do their job to the best of their abilities. And I think for us, at this point of the season, obviously it's great to be #1 seed, but now, everybody are hunting for you. So you have to be prepared for the challenge, which I think our guys are. And, we've shown a lot of resiliency in a lot of games throughout the season. And I think that build certain type of confidence going into the playoff. And again, the playoff as a whole, it's almost like a whole new season. It's one game at a time, one position at a time. So you have to be a little extra focused, which I think, we all look forward to this time of the year. As an athlete, the playoffs should motivate you. I don't, you can't just play basketball to play basketball. And I think at this point, you look forward to this energy, the city, the fans, the level of focus raises. And I think, we are looking forward to that. But again, I think at this point is just understanding that we're the #1 seed going to the playoffs and we have a job to do, is to maintain that position all the way to the end. So God will, I think when we look back once the playoff is over, we have to be able to say we had not only a great season, also an amazing playoff.
How big can a night like tonight be where, a lot of the normal starters are out, but you get a lot of guys extended minutes, that chance to get a rhythm? I know you won't play again for another week, but just that ability to get some extra run in and maybe get.
Well, I think, it's like I was saying, our coaches kind of figure out how to get everybody in the rhythm. Because again, in the playoff, you're going to need everybody. You're going to need everybody. And you just don't know when your number going to be called. But again, we all pros. We're ready each and every night to play whatever is needed. And for us, going to the playoff, that's just the mentality, There's obviously guys that's going to be playing higher minutes than usual. The rotation get cut shorter. So you have to do more work than usual, watch more film than usual, study the other team more than the normal. Because when your number is called, it's not like looking around and trying to ask questions. You have to go in and you have to perform at the highest level. So this is a position, any athletes would want to be in. And I think, it's a lot of joy for us to be here. We're grateful for it, Thank God a lot because 4 or 5 months ago, I was away from the game, And here I am going to the playoff, being the #1 seed in the league and excited for the result that we could bring to the table, during the playoffs. So it's very exciting for me. So, but again, it's just a game of basketball, playoff or no playoff. We got to get out there and do your job to the best of your ability.
This is a group last year that didn't have a lot of playoff experience and got it. So from your experience, you got those couple of games with Charlotte,
yeah,
and then you go into Toronto. Can you speak on the mindset that a player sort of like develops for playoff basketball from that first experience and how much it helps?
I think for me, when you're in the playoff, it's almost like all these hours you've put in the gym, and now when it's time to play, for me personally, I go like into autopilot, where I just, it's almost like dancing with the game, the flow of the game kind of dictate, and you have to be extra careful. You have to learn your guys on the team. And you have to learn sometimes how you can get your guys going, because not every night's going to be pretty. But if you can figure different character that you have on your team and how you can get everybody going, I think there's moments that you also have to know you could change the game and how you could change the game, how you can impact the game. So it's a lot of studies that go into games, you know, finding the weak spot of the other team, trying to explore that a little more. But for me, again, you know, the playoff goes back to all the hard work you put in, because there's nothing you could do right before the playoff or right before a game in the playoff that will make you a great player. You know, if you didn't put in the hours of work, then you could stress about the game. But I think for our teams, we've put in hours and hours of work. We've watched film. You know, I watch film after every game to learn from the good and the bad, and seeing how, you know, in the places that I could have done better, and now, you know, observing how next game goes. So going into the following game, I kind of have an idea of, you know, things that I could do better, because different teams play, you know, different type of defense. But I think for us also going into the playoff, you're going to play the same guys, if not 4 times, 7 times. So they're going to know your stuff, and you gotta have everything tightened up. So I think for us, it's just exciting that, you know, I think, and also for the team, you know, last year they had a very good experience. And I think this year with all the pieces, James and the coach kind of figured they should have had, I believe we have enough, but now we have to get to work. You know, you can't just say we have enough. You know, we had a great season, but now we gotta make it happen, and God willed, you know, when it's all said and done, we'll be sitting here smiling, hopefully, and I look forward to that day. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.